Hi, good evening, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us on the Dunham Camera Club competition this evening, which we did record on the night, but unfortunately we had a few technical issues. So what we thought best to do was delete that and re-record this for you so that you will have a very good copy and be able to see the images properly, share with us share with you the images from that evening, and hopefully you'll have an enjoyable evening just watching these. And Bob, our chairman, who is judging the chairman's challenge this year, and I will hand over to Bob now.
Thank you very much, Graham. The chairman's challenge this year was bridges. So every photograph that you're going to see for the next few minutes or so is going to be of a bridge of one type or another. We had 51 entries, and the way that we worked the competition, or the way I worked the competition purely was I held 15 back, and we had a second look at the 15. Then we held 5 out of the 15, and then we came down to the first, second, and third. So this is our first image, and tonight I do actually have the names of the authors in front of me, whereas on the night when I judged, I didn't. The first picture that came up on the evening was 35 million bricks that make up the Welland Valley Viaduct, and the author was Dane Butler. Whoops, I apologise. Sorry, sorry. The second photograph, a bridge not too far, and the author was Michael Hudston. Our third image, a small bridge in Malham, Yorks, and the author was Sean O'Callaghan. The next one is Across the Footbridge, and the author was Jill Guest. Next we have Ashness Bridge, and the author was Mark Richardson. Next we have Bridge at Marks Hall, and the author was Paul Walker. And now we have Bridge in the Wood, and the author was Doreen. And now we have Bridge over Boating Lake, and the author was Jim Blaney. And now we have Bridge over the River Wharfe, and the author was Alan Crossland. And next is Brooks Bottom Viaduct, and the author was Graham Halliday. The next is Craigmyn Bridge, and the author is Gail Punchard. Our next photograph is Culloden Viaduct, and the author was Graham Duncan. And next we have Dalby Forest Cycle Bridge, and this is another one from Paul Walker. Dry Pool Bridge Hull, and this is Jill Guest's second photograph of the evening. The next we have Dyke Bridge, and the author is Doreen. Number 16, our 16th photograph this evening, is eastbound A17 Sutton Bridge, and the author is Jill Pardo. Our 17th image of the evening is Footbridge over Lincoln Southern Bypass, and the author was Graham Halliday. Our next photograph is Hawkstow Bridge, and the author was Caroline Oldham. The next one is Howrari Bridge, Kolkata, and the author was Caroline Steele. Our 20th photograph of the evening is If One Doesn't Cover It, Craigman Bridge, and the author of this particular one was Graham Duncan. It's one of a couple of bridges that was duplicated during the evening. Number 21, Keswick Bridge Under the Rising Sun, Jill Guest. And the next one I am going to struggle, but I'm going to just say it's a Lake Dam Bridge. I cannot pronounce the Welsh name, I've got to be very honest, and but that was by Vera Holmes. The next one is Lincoln Railway Bridges, and the author was Caroline Steele. Our 24th photograph is Long Flat Bridge, and the author was Jan Lilly. That is wrong. For some reason we've jumped. Have I? Oh, sorry, I do apologise. I've jumped two. I was going to say The Long Flat Bridge by Jan Lilly. I do apologise. And the next photograph is Maryland Bridge, and again the author is Jan Lilly. The Manelian Bridge, Mark Richardson. Old viaduct arches showing historical repairs, and the author was Dane Butler. Ponte Vecchio Old Bridge by Mark Richardson. Ribblehead Viaduct by Graham Halliday. River Wharf Aqueduct, Vera Holmes. Sluggan Bridge, and the author was Martin Chambers. Sir Le Pont, and the author, another one from Paul Walker. Suspension Bridge, and the author of this particular image was Jim Blaney. Tattershall New Bridge, and the author Caroline Oldham. Tattershall Old Bridge, and again the author is Caroline Oldham. The Natural Bridge of Athabasca River, and the author is Jim Blaney. The Old and the New, Michael Hughes being the author. The Old Arch Bridge, Doreen. The Old Packhorse Bridge, circa 1310, West Raisin, and the author is Peter Curry. And we have the same bridge again, the Old Three-Arch Bridge of West Raisin, and the author of this one was Sean O'Callaghan. The Old Watermill Bridge, Netlham, Peter Curry. The Witham crossover on the bypass, Sean O'Callaghan. Tower Bridge, and the author on this occasion is Jan Lilly. The Trent Bridge, Gainsborough, and the author is Michael Hughes. Turntable Bridge at Sutton Bridge, Dane Butler. Under the Towpath Bridge, Cromford is number 46, and this one is by Peter Curry. Our 47th one is A View of the Humber Bridge from Water's Edge by Alan Crossland. Water Flowing Under the Bridge of Livet, Graham Duncan. Waterloo Bridge, London, Caroline Steele. The White Bridge at Hartsholme, Vera Holmes being the author. And the last of the 51 entries this evening is Wonder Where This Leads, and the author was Jill Pardo. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at the 51. And the next 15 photographs that we show are the 15 that I held back for a second look. I shan't go through the titles on this occasion. We will just have a slideshow and have a look at the 15, and I hope you do agree with me. And out of those 15, we then had a third look, and we broke that down into 5. So we did away with 10. Excuse me. We did away with 10 from the 15, and these are the 5 that got into the final shout, for the want of better words. And the first one was the black and white picture of the bridge in Dalby Forest, the French Bridge, Sur Le Pont by Paul Walker. Both those last 2 photos were Paul Walker. That is images by Caroline. That was Graham Duncan's. And that one was Vera Holmes. So out of the 5, I then chose the last 3, and In third place was Vera Holmes, and that was entitled "A Bridge," the White Bridge at Hartsholme, and that is Vera's bridge. Photograph. The second prize went to Paul Walker, and it was. I'm frantically trying to get it. Was over. I've got. Dalby Forest Cycle Bridge, and that was the black and white one, which was placed second. And the winner, in my opinion, was Caroline Steele, the old bridge, and I really like that particular photograph, and that's why I placed it first. I hope you enjoyed looking at the photographs again. We can only apologise for what went on last Thursday night, but I hope you enjoy looking at these, and without all my critique, it might help as well. So thank you very much, and I will now hand you back to Graham.
Yeah, the very good images this evening. The winning one there, Bob, you mentioned that it was Caroline Steele. It was actually Caroline Oldham, wasn't it?
Oh, horror, I apologise. Sorry, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
crikey, I'll have the two Carolines chasing me for different reasons.
Yeah, no. The winning placed one was Caroline Oldham. No, I must admit that I was away for this particular competition, but was watching at the time, and there were some very, very nice images, and Bob certainly had a hard task choosing and getting down to those last few to make his final choice of 3 on. So thank you very much, Bob, for judging the competition. Something that our chairman does every year, so you've yet another one to come yet. So I can't remember. Can you remind us what next year's? Oh, motion?
Flight. No, it was flight.
Flight, that's it. So our 2021 Chairman's Challenge competition will be flight. So we should see some great images again, and hopefully Bob will have just a harder task to judge them next year as he has done this year. So thanks very much, Bob. Anything else from you at that end?
No, just thank you very much, everyone, and thanks for your patience. And I just hope you all enjoy the photographs the same as we have.
Lovely.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thanks very much, Bob, and goodbye to everybody.